Hi guys, so welcome back to the channel. This is Afro-Steeze and Vibes. Okay, so guys, today I believe we all know our local dish called akple. Most of my fellow Ghanaians here on the channel. So today we are coming to make a delicious meal called a, a cornmeal stick out of our local dish called akple here in Ghana. So akple is a very popular dish here, made out of corn, and then mostly it is the Ewes, I mean the Voltarians in Ghana here who prepare such meal. So today, please, I want us all to learn how to make a cornmeal stick out of our local dish called akne. So guys, please join me. So the beginning, we are going to set up our fire and then also put a pot of water on the fire. So this is how to start preparing the akple. I mean the akple we are going to transform into the cornmeal stick. So this is the starting point of preparing the akple. As we all can see, we'll put the water on fire and then the corn powder in the bowl is what we are going to use for the akple. So with this corn powder, we will take some and then we will mash it in a bowl with water and then we'll keep it aside. So after that, we'll be adding our salt. We'll be adding our salt into the water. So as you can see, we've added the salt into the water. So after adding the salt, we are going to cover the water for some time, and then later we are going to add sugar to the water because we are looking for a cornmeal stick. Though we are preparing akple, but we need to add sugar because making the cornmeal stick, there has to be sugar in it. So we are adding the sugar to it, the water. So we are going to add the sugar according to the cornmeal flour we are using. Depending on the cornmeal flour, and then you will know the amount of sugar you will be adding to the water. So as we all can see, we are still adding the sugar. Looking at the quantity of the flour, we need to know the quantity of the flour before we add the sugar. So as you all can see, she's measuring the flour, then she will know the quantity of sugar she is supposed to add to the water. Okay, so she's already added like 3 cups of sugar, and then she's now adding a half cup to it, so making 3.5 cups of sugar she has added to the water. So as she has added the sugar to the water, she'll be adding the mixed flour. She has taken some of the water first, so the water she has taken will be an extra water she wouldn't be needing for now, but she'll be keeping it aside. So maybe after the water is boiling and then she needs to add it to it later on, then she can add it. But if there is no need for the water, she wouldn't be adding it to it again. So she will be stirring it. As you all can see, she has to stir it properly so the sugar and the salt can melt very well inside the water. So the salt and the sugar will melt properly very well, so it doesn't stuck under the water. So this is the flour she took, the separated flour. So that flour is what she will mix and then she will add it to the water on the fire. So she's going to add that water to the one on the fire, the flour, the mixed flour, sorry. So she's going to add it to the water on the fire. so it will look powdered. Mixing the flour inside the water. She will mix it to be until it becomes very liquid. So she's still at the mixing process. Okay, so after mixing the flour, so now she's done mixing it. It's very smooth now. The reason she's not used. So now we've added the mashed flour, the one she mixed in the bowl. She has added it into the water. So we are going to wait until this water boils. But she didn't cover this water this time around, because when she covers it and then it's about to boil, it might pour into the fire. So she decided not to cover it, but she has to keep stirring so it doesn't stick under the pot. So at this point, you have to wait until it boils. So as you all can see, it's at the boiling point now. It's about to boil. So at this stage, she will be adding the flour in the bowl. She'll be adding the flour into the boiling water. So as we all can see, she's adding the flour. So as she's adding the flour, she will keep on stirring. She will keep on stirring. She will keep on stirring properly, so she doesn't get a lot of lumps inside the akple. So she will keep on stirring. She will stir properly until the flour mixes very well with the liquid, the water. So she will keep on stirring until it mixes properly. She's still adding more flour, as you can see, meaning the water is much, so the flour has to be much so it can mix properly before she can start stirring, and then so as you can see, she's still mixing it. But this thing, when it gets very hot, it's very dangerous. So when mixing it, you have to be very careful because it's very, very hot. So as you all can see, she has started stirring it. So at this point, this is a whole meal on its own. This is called akple. So this is a local language. This in our local language we call it akple. But if you know the name for this meal in English, please don't forget to share with me in the comment section. So as she's done mixing it properly, she's going to pour it into the leftover flour in the black bowl. So as you can see, she's carrying it from the fire, and then she's going to pour it into the bowl. Yes. So after pouring it into the bowl, so she's going to take the ones in the pot, add them all into the one in the bowl. I mean, adding it to the one inside the bowl. So she'll be mixing it with the flour in the bowl. So this is also another starting point for another meal called the cornmeal stick, which is locally called atikukuli. I don't know how you call it in your language, but the popular name for it is atikukuli, and then the Gans call it adunle. So this is how, after mixing, this is how it will be looking like. So she's molding it, as you can see the one on the table. After molding it, this is how it looks like. She'll be mixing it with small amount of water. So just little water, you mix it so it can mix properly, so it can become molded very well. So after molding it like a ball, because you can see it on the table, so she's going to roll it very thin. very thin. So she's going to cut it small sizes and roll it very thin. As you all can see, she's still rolling it to become very thin. So according to her, market has spoiled these days. Like the way things are very expensive nowadays. So before they used to do it very big, like this size. They used to do it like this size, but because of market, so she has reduced it a bit. And then how things are very expensive in market, so now she has reduced it. So before it was bigger than this, but now because of market, and then how things are very expensive, so she has reduced the sizes. So as you can see, she's still rolling it. So she's going to roll it in these sizes until she gets plenty, until she molds, until she rolls all into bigger sizes, into plenty sizes. Sorry. So she's molding it like this, as you can see. Very small, smaller sizes. So what she's saying, you can mold it with your palm. When you mold it with your palm opened, it might not come out well. So you have to roll it with the tip of your finger. So as you all can see, she's still reducing it because according to the market is very bad now, and then things are very expensive. So as you all can see, she's done with the molding. So she has molded a lot. She has molded a lot. So now she has set up the fire, and then the oil is now ready on the fire. So she's actually using a groundnut oil. Some people use sunflower oil, but to first the groundnut oil. So this is the first fry. As you can see, she has put it into the oil. So she's going to wait after like 5 minutes time before she turns it. So as she's turning it, meaning it's ready. So this is our first cornmeal steak ready. As you can see, looking very delicious. Guys, I bet you wouldn't want to try this because it's very nice. If you try it once, you would like to try it continuously. It's very delicious. Those that know, they know what I'm talking about. So as you can see, this is our second fry. So she is putting the second fry into the oil. So she's turning it, and then it's almost ready to. It's almost ready. She has to make sure everything fries equally. So now it's ready, and she's bringing it out of the oil. So our second fry is ready. Fresh cornmeal steak. With this cornmeal steak, you can have it with a beverage, anything soft, like a soft drink, or you feel like having it alone. One thing about this cornmeal steak is that when you after taking the cornmeal steak, you'll be taking in enough water. It can consume a lot of water, you know. After eating it, the way you will be drinking water. That's one thing I've noticed about this cornmeal steak, this atikukuli. I don't know if it's because it's made out of corn. After eating it, you'll be drinking water. And then that's one thing I like about it. It's very nice and delicious. So now our third fry is also ready. and our cornmeal steak is also ready. So guys, I hope you liked and enjoyed the video. If you did, do not forget to give me a thumbs up, like and comment on my videos, and also do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Love you guys so much. Bye.